Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Everyday Sports Mania. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing Week 10 picks. So Week 10 picks. Last week, I went 12-2, which I had a phenomenal week, actually. My only two losses were the Bucs game and the Cardinals game, but everything else was right. My overall record is 42-14, so let's hope that we can go 16-0 this week. Probably won't happen, but we'll see. So let's get into it. Starting it off with Colts-Titans. For some reason, I always feel like the Colts are the first team that I always pick in every week, but that was last week, but I don't know. Thursday Night Football, Titans-Colts, that is tonight. I think this one could go either way, all right? If we look at it, current standings, let's just let this load real quick. Current standings, I believe those are the current standings. So the Colts are 5-3 and the Titans are 6-2. Those were the updated standings I got those. Those were just But the Titans are 6-2 and the Colts are 5-3. Titans only loss of the season was against the Steelers but they do have two losses. They were strong against the Steelers. They looked pretty good. But then the Bengals game, they just looked very bad. And then the Bears game, they looked pretty good. So I think I got to go with the Titans right here. On Thursday night, it's at home. It's in Nashville. I just don't feel like the Colts are that team to get it done. Especially, I don't think they're going to be able to stop the run-in, the Tennessee offense. So I think the Titans will get the dub, and I'm going to go ahead and say 35-30, a close game. Titans win. And then Browns-Texans. This one could go either way as well. I'm not sure about OBJ. I think is out for the year. And Chubb, I don't think's back yet, but I still think the Browns get the dub. All right, the Browns, if they win this game, I believe that puts them in playoff position. Yeah, that puts them in playoff position if they win this game. Opposed to the Texans, they would be in a better position to win. But I still think the Browns are. I think the Browns are the best team, the better team in this matchup. Texans didn't look good in the Jaguars game. The Texans just haven't looked good this year at all. I think the Texans will move to 2-7, and the Browns will get the dub, 23-21. And then Bengals Steelers. Steelers all the way. We know what the Steelers did to the Browns. That was atrocious. The Browns beat the Bengals. Yeah, we all know who's winning this one. Steelers. I'm gonna go 31-14. I'll go 31-10. No, I'll go 34-10 Steelers. And then the Chargers, Dolphins. This game, I think, will be a good game. We all saw what the Dolphins did to the Cardinals last week. They looked very good, to be completely honest. Dolphins, if they win this one, they're the number 6 team in the conference. If they lose it, they're out of playoff contention. And if the Patriots pull off a win, and the Dolphins lose, they would be in better position. But I still think the Dolphins win this one. The Chargers have had many heartbreaking losses, including Herbert's just been balling out, to be completely honest. It's more been the offense. It's more been the defense and the rest of the offense hasn't done well. But I think the Dolphins in 2 time is going to be able to pull out the dub again, to make it 24-17. And then Broncos-Raiders, Sunday Night Football. The Raiders, how about the Raiders, though? They've looked very good. As they are 5-3. They go in and get this dub. They are 6-3. But we'll see how that turns out. I don't think, I think this one could go either way. The Broncos didn't look good at all in the Falcons game. But the Raiders, well, the Raiders are the Raiders. They didn't look good in the Chargers game. But I still think Sunday Night Football, the Raiders can pull out the win. And I'll go 27-25 Raiders. And then Patriots, my New England Patriots versus Baltimore Ravens. This one is not going to be, sadly, as much as I want to say, like I used to be able to say, that the Patriots are a very complete team and could get the dub. I can't say that anymore. The defense is very painful. They let Joe Flacco cook them. And then the offense just doesn't have a whole lot of talent. I think Cam Newton, Damian Harris, and Jacoby Myers have all worked together really well, but that's not going to be able to beat Hollywood Brown, Mark Ingram, J.K. Dobbins, Lamar Jackson. I think the Ravens definitely will get the dub no matter where it is. So unless it's like somehow like maybe if it's like below 20 degrees, the Patriots find a way to get the dub, but no, Ravens getting this one easy. Even though the Patriots, I think Cam has a lot of momentum now. Even though it was a Jets win, he ended a losing streak, and that's all that matters. And he led the team to a game-winning drive. So I think if he will have a little bit more confidence, but I still think the Ravens will get the win, 33-17. And then the Jaguars-Packers. I think the Packers easily. The Packers have been one of the most complete teams in the AFC. Is with this win, they would move to the number 1 seed in the conference. But this one could go. It couldn't go either way. I was gonna say that it can't. Packers, they're gonna win this one. Minshew Mania is not beating Rodgers, so the Packers are gonna get the dub right here. And I'll go ahead and say 27-10. And then the Cardinals-Bills. This one's a very hard one. We all saw what the Bills did to the Seahawks. They just made the Seahawks look silly. And then they just made the Seahawks look silly. And then, it was a very good game. But I mean, they've had games like the Titans game. Where were they? So the Cardinals game, this is going to be very hard. This could go either way. But I think I'm going to have to go with the Bills on this one on Sunday Night Football. And I'm going to go 28-24. And then the Eagles-Giants. The Giants are 2-7. If they win this game, they're second in the division. If they lose, well, there you go. That's the Giants. But I mean, I don't think they're going to get the win. I mean, they got very close last time. And then I think they can get the win, actually. I think they will split with the Eagles. A win right here would really give them some momentum to go 3-7, to be up in 3-7 and maybe make a push for the playoffs, which won't happen. But I mean, this just sums up the NFC West or NFC East, 14, 15, and 16. But yeah, we'll see. I think the Giants will find a way to pull out the win, though, 28-27. Then the Washington football team and the Lions. This one, I think, will go to the Lions just because of the Washington football team's situation at quarterback. I think Alex Smith's a good player, but I don't know why they're not traded Dwayne Haskins. Dwayne Haskins is just so bad, and Dwayne Haskins can't throw have a game without throwing an interception. So I think the Lions, and I don't think Alex Smith can lead them to victory. So I think the Lions will get the win right here and move to 4-5 after a 27-21 win. And then the Buccaneers, Panthers, the Bucs get this dub. If they do, they would stay in the same spot. If they lose, then really it's kind of like they could fall out of the playoffs, but I don't think they'll lose in this game. Buccaneers are going to get the dub, I think. I'm going to go right ahead and say it will be 31-20. 31-20. Last time these two teams played, people thought that the Bucs were going to choke. I did too, just because it was close. But then the Leonard Fournette sealed the game with the touchdown. So I think the Bucs get the win right here. I think we'll be relatively a little bit closer than a lot of people think, but I think it will be 31-23. And then the Rams, Seahawks, I'm hyped for this one. These primetime games are really exciting. I mean, you got the Ravens, Patriots, you got the Dolphins, Chargers, you got the Rams, Seahawks, you got the Seahawks, you got the 49ers, Saints. But yeah, I think this one could go either way. I mean, you look at the NFC East compared to NFC West, all these teams could be making the playoffs. All right, the Cardinals. I think if the Niners lose, then it will really be a momentum killer. They'll drop down to 4-6. But we're not talking about that game. We're talking about the Seattle-LA game. And this game could go either way, honestly. Sunday Night Football in LA. I think the Seahawks don't have a lot of momentum. I think the offensive line is so bad. I think Aaron Donald will be able to break through that offensive line. I think the Rams' D-line is very good. The Rams' defense is really good in general. The Rams have a lot of offensive weapons. We all know that the Seahawks' defense is super pathetic. Jalen Ramsey can cover DK Metcalf. You can have whoever their other corners are guard Tyler Lockett. The Rams could easily get this win, and if they get the win, they're moving up. But it could go either way. But I just think that the Rams, if the Seahawks win, the Cardinals move into the playoffs. But I think the Rams get the dub right here. And I'm gonna go right ahead and say it's a very close game at 27-24 in overtime. And then the 49ers Saints Sunday Night Football. On playoffpredictors.com, Sunday Night Football can also mean it could also mean 425 games. So I don't know when this game is. But, the 49ers aren't looking amazing. The Saints are on track to be one of the, we look at conferences, the Saints are the number 2 seed. If they get the dub, they're the number 1 seed, I believe. No, they aren't. They're still behind the Packers. 49ers get the dub, it would dramatically change the division. But I think the Saints get the dub right here, all right? The Saints have looked very complete this year. So they looked awful in the Raiders game and the Lions game, but they looked amazing in the Bucs game. They went up. Drew Brees went up to Tom Brady and said, "This won't be I'm not retiring without beating you. Can't wait to see you in the playoffs where I beat you again like this." Saints get the dub. Yeah, Nick Mullins ain't beating Drew Brees. 31-20 Saints. And then the Vikings Bears. The Bears just 3-game losing streak. I'm not that impressed by the Bears, to be completely honest. When I found out that they were 5-1, I was like, holy crap. This defense is like the defense from 2018. I overhyped them. They lose this game, they're not in playoff contention. But in the Vikings, if they win this game, they're back at the 9 seed. They're fine. But I still think the Vikings are going to get the upset Monday Night Football. Bears defense just hasn't looked good this year. It hasn't looked good lately, and then the offense hasn't looked insane either. So I think the Vikings get the upset right here, and I'm gonna say it will be 24-21 Vikings. So hope you guys enjoyed this video on Everyday Sports Mania. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you guys enjoyed. Please leave a comment down below on what you think about this, and please don't unsubscribe. Because I post videos a lot, and more Seahawks franchise will be coming out soon. EA servers were kind of just reset, and they weren't working. That's why I didn't have them Seahawks franchise lately. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.